welcome to my channel. This is Lexsa with another video. Today I'm going to be coming to you guys with some nursing content. I know I have not been posting as much because I've been trying to pass nursing school more than talk about nursing school, and I just wanted to make sure that I actually was, doing my stuff and getting it right before I make a video explaining how you guys can ace nursing school. All right, so before I get into this video, if you haven't seen my other videos talking about this topic or just any advice videos in general, make sure that you check that out after this video. But essentially, these will be 5 things that will help you get an A in nursing school, okay? And some of these things you might have heard, other things you may have not heard, but I just wanted to basically put you guys on to what I did so I can pass, all right? And I could ace my classes and ace my exams, my quizzes, etc., etc. So if you want to do the same, make sure that you keep watching this video. So for the very first tip, right? Very first tip, tip number 1 is to get a planner. Get a planner, all right? Get a planner. And I say when you get your planner, make sure that it has the academic year on there, so you're not doing from like January 1st to December 31st. Make sure it is like you have August when your semester begins all the way to the following like spring semester. So I would make sure that you do that. I like to get my planner specifically from TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They have a company that is called, let me see, I believe it's called Ecolo. That is the company for the planner, but sometimes they have more biblical planners like with verses in it, or like female oriented planners. This one is more just like motivational, and it has all the way from July of 2020 to December of 2021. So it has all of the time that I need for specifically this semester, my junior semester. And it comes with stickers, a whole bunch of stuff, so you can just like, make it all fancy and all that. You see, date night stickers I do not use. Most of these stickers I just personally, I don't use them. But you can if you want to. But what I will tell you right now, be smart with your planner, all right? Be smart. You will be given your syllabus and your syllabi, I guess, for multiple classes before class begins. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Most nursing schools are like that. You need to look through that syllabus, okay? Look through that syllabus. Look at every time you have a quiz, every time you have a homework assignment, every time you have anything due. All right, even papers that are due late in the semester. If you have anything due, immediately put it in your syllabus, all right? Immediately. Your planner should have everything that your syllabus has, all right? Your planner should be a combination of all of your syllabi. So I would definitely recommend getting a planner for that, because you might be studying for one exam, like let's say you have like a foundation class, and then you forget that you had a pharmacology exam because it wasn't in your planner. So I would recommend getting a written planner, all right? Not one on your iPhone, a written planner as well, alongside a online planner. And another thing that I do as well, just because I like to visually see what I have to do, I also have a monthly planner, just like for things that happen in my month, so I can write it down a little bit faster. So if I have to go, if I'm on duty for being an RA, or if I have a meeting or anything of that sort, I will have it on my monthly planner hung up. And I'll probably put a picture of it, just to give you a sense. But this is the foundation, all right? This is the concrete. This will keep you on track. So for number 2, I have know your learning style, okay? And this needs to be something you need to discover and figure out what best works for you. Because I know some people on YouTube will be like, oh yeah, just the way I memorized everything was just like writing it down 1,000 times over and over again. No. That will not always work for you, okay? Sometimes people are more visual learners. They like to see it happening. Other people like to be more hands-on and like feel, so like maybe like writing or like actually applying what they're learning. Or some people like to listen and they're more auditory and they can listen to YouTube and listen to that while doing something else or cleaning their room. Like some people like, you know, that like audiobooks, they can listen to that while doing something else. So it just depends on what your style is and what the class is, because I know for me, when it comes to memorization, all right, and it might be weird when it comes to memorization, I will record myself talking, explaining the topic to me, like myself, and I'll go on a walk, or I will do some type of exercise, or I will clean my room, because doing that and having that muscle, like having that physical activity tied to me listening to that, that's how I start to memorize stuff. And I realized that that was something that I was very good at, because when I work out, those workout songs that I listen to become like, they just stick in my head instantly. So I realized like, okay, so I can definitely do that for memorization. However, nursing is not memorization. Majority of nursing is not memorization. That's basically pathopharmacology. Most of it is critical thinking and how to build yourself to be a critical thinker. So some of the things that I do, as you're doing right now, is I watch YouTube videos, and I watch simple nursing. I think there's some like country woman, I forget her name, nursing RN, something. I watch any quality content on YouTube where they visually show you what they're doing, and they give you mnemonics and different things and different ways to memorize your information. So that personally has worked for me, watching YouTube videos. I think that's pretty ironic. But in terms of remembering ACE inhibitors versus beta blockers versus channel blockers, baby, you have to know that stuff like second nature and understand how that will affect your body. So if what you need to do is, you know, write it down 1,000 times, perfect. If what you need to do is watch thousands of videos on it and take those notes off those videos, perfect. But find what works for you, because if you're watching this video now, most likely you're still in that panoramic. We're still in the panoramic, and some of these teachers don't know how to teach online. So if you are in a situation where you really have to teach yourself, make sure that you're finding different resources and different styles to learn the best for you, all right? So yeah. Tip number 3 is to skim read. Ciao. Skim read. Just skim. No one actually reads the whole book, all right? And I've been told by teachers we don't read the whole book, all right? Because I'm gonna show you how many pages are in a book. This is my J1 semester foundations nursing book, all right? J1 is basically my first semester of like legit nursing school. Do you see this book? Ain't it beautiful? Look like I never used it. Look how thick that baby is, okay? Y'all see, she's thicker than me. And it's heavy. I would say this book weighs about 8 to 10 pounds. This book has over 2,000 pages, right? Do you see the content in this book? You are not going to read all of this, all right? You're going to look at the pictures, you're going to read, you know, the overviews, and you're going to wing it. If you have a lot of assigned reading, I would definitely recommend finding a YouTube video that will accompany that that reading that you have to do, just in my opinion. But what I like to do is I like to skim with my highlighter. I go through some key terms, you know, and I'll just lightly read. But if I see there's a paragraph or there is a section that talks about something we specifically talked about in class, I will go further in depth. So that's just something that I personally like to do, but I will not tell you, all right, and sit here and act like I read the whole thing, because I do not. I just personally, I just don't. But if you know there's one class where you definitely have to read very thoroughly, like if you haven't taken Pharm yet, you need to read Pharm, all right? But things like foundations where it's more critical thinking, like yes, get a gist of what they mean by being a critical thinker, but skim through. You do not have to read word for word every single thing. And that's just my opinion. I know some nurses will say otherwise, but as far as I know, most of us, we are not reading 5,000 pages a week. So that's just a little tip for you guys. The fourth thing that I would recommend doing, and this might feel like an attack on some of you guys, but you know, it is what it is. Study with others. Study with other people. Okay, and this is not the time to say, oh, I like to work alone, blah blah blah, oh, I prefer to work by myself, you know, I work better alone. Honey, you chose a field where one of the foundational pieces, like one of the most fundamental pieces of nursing, is to know how to collaborate with other people. And what you're basically saying is that you do not possess that skill. So why are you trying to be a nurse? Why are you trying to be in this field when literally one of the main pieces of being a nurse is to know how to collaborate and work with others and work on a team and help each other out? That's literally what the job is about. Like, come on now, sis. Like, you're outing yourself right now. So I would say, with my experience, when you have more diverse opinions and diverse thoughts and minds, if you just have diversity in general in life, it betters any room, betters any situation. And that's why diversity is so important, because if you're just around the same thinker, the same boring thinker that think just like you're not going to advance your knowledge. So if you surround yourself with people that are in your nursing program that may not look like you or sound like you or have the same ideas as you, but they bring something to the table in terms of their thinking, that'll definitely push you as a nurse. So I would say definitely study with others. You will perform better. It's proven that you'll perform better. And you also need friends in this program, because going through this alone, girl, ciao. I mean, I went through it not alone, but I didn't really have like a study group per se, just because some people were like afraid of working with others, and I'm just like, ew, like, you know, that's not what we're supposed to do. But definitely this year has been like completely different for me. But I would say, just to make it easier for you watching, get a buddy. You don't need a huge group. Get 2 or 3 people and that's it. It doesn't need to be a clan. It doesn't need to be 10 of y'all. 2 or 3 and that's it. The very last tip that I would give to you guys is to study frequently and efficiently. I know people are like, bruh, like, you tend to have YouTube videos ready and you were in the whole semester. Like, yes, I know I still uploaded content on my channel. However, it was not as often. All right. And I did postpone and stop my business. You know, there was other things that I did in order to free up more time for my studying. So what I would do is I would pre-record my videos. I know some of you guys like probably think, you know, oh, she has the same makeup look. Oh, she has the same shirt on. Yes, because I recorded all those videos in one day. And I had them preset for like 4 weeks. So that's something, if you are someone that has content, make sure that you pre-make your content. But the best thing that you can do in terms of studying is studying every time you have time. So if you have some downtime during the day, like 30 minutes, pull out your flashcards, pull out your, you know, your online book, pull out anything and just review the material. I would say at a minimum, study for every single class that you have 30 minutes a day, all right? And that's just at a minimum. But what you can do is you can add more to one class and like maybe deduct to like 15 minutes for another. But most of the time you're gonna need to study everything every single day. So make sure that you set some time aside during your day just to sit down, review the material, and make sure that you are learning to understand and not learning to memorize or get answers right. Because when you actually go into the field, bruh, and you know, you were just trying to get the right answers but you don't really know how to apply it, it's gonna show. Like, there's some people that are like Mr. I know everything or Miss I know everything, but when it comes to injecting heparin into a patient, you know, they're not putting it in the right angle. They're not making the patient feel comfortable. They're not having those social skills as well. They're not taking and applying what they learned and gotten 100 on to their actual performance in the hospital. So just make sure that you are being as efficient as possible and making sure that you're actually trying to learn the material. Even though you might get like a B or you might get a high C, you need to make sure that what you're doing will help you in the long run. But I'm telling you right now, if you do all 5 of these things, you're gonna ace your class. Like, there is no way you will not ace your class if you do not know your learning style, if you do not study with others, like, and if you skim your material. Like, all of these things are really going to help you. I actually started my nursing program already. Last semester was way worse, all right? So you probably are gonna see a little bit more content from me just because of the workload that I do have this semester. It's not as much, but it's still a lot. But yeah, let me know what other content you would like to see from me. If you would like to see more like during the day, like what do my clinicals look like, And yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. The only thing is, if you do ask for that, do not be upset if I do not show you like what's going on inside the hospital. Like I can do like some sneak peeks every now and then, but because of HIPAA, I cannot, you know, that's why I haven't really been posting like that. I really do not post when I'm in the hospital. So I will try my best if you do want to see content like that, just to give you like a gist of like when I wake up, what I eat, like where do I go, all this stuff, and like how do I dress and the type of patients I have. I can definitely help you guys get into that life. But yes, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.